Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's the Prop Queen Pod taking you till 6 p.m. Eastern Time-ish, I think, today. Not as much to talk about today because there's really not a lot. We went from an epic Monday where yesterday we had 2 Monday Night Football games, 2 MLB playoff games. It was awesome. I felt like it was a football Sunday with all of the different screens that I had up yesterday. Today, just one game, NLCS Game 2 between the Dodgers and the Brewers. We're going to talk a little ALCS, though, because joining the show, you guys, I don't know how old or young the crowd is that watches this, but we're going to be joined by a crew called the Boys of 98. So these guys, Matt and Christian, are awesome. And I'm really excited. They're Toronto Blue Jays fans. So there's one thing that happened last week at the Yankees game. Nope, 2 weeks ago, Yankees-Red Sox game. I hit him. And there's a whole story. So we're going to talk about why I hit one of the guys from the Boys of 98. And you'll get the video of it too. So stay tuned for that. We'll talk Toronto Blue Jays, why they're struggling, if they feel the Boys of 98, Matt and Christian, if they feel like the Blue Jays can make a comeback. So hopefully Mark is watching. NBA season does start in a week, Sean. I tried to get Coach on today, but he says he can't do today. He has to do tomorrow. So we're going to talk NBA futures with Coach tomorrow. I hit somebody, and they're coming on to tell the tale at 5:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Boys of 98 Twitter. I don't know if they really have a big Twitter following. Okay. But they're big following on YouTube. And they do like the coolest things. So just a little preview of what these guys do. They go to like the biggest events in sports, basically, the biggest rivalries in sports, and they get paid to do it. All just for YouTube. So it's kind of crazy. You'll hear their story. Maybe you'll get inspired because it shows that really anybody could do anything in this world if you just put your mind to it and you care about it. And that's kind of why the Prop Queen has come about as well. We can get Kelly on. What do you want to do? College football? I can ask Kelly if she could come on like Thursday or Friday to talk college football if you would like. I know that we have Coach coming on Wednesday. Thursday or Friday. Oh, I remember. I have the guys from Dr. Child's website coming. Let's talk a little bit about yesterday, and then we'll dive into why I hit somebody and why they're going to come on the show to talk about it. First, this is why you fade the public. 91% of bets on the Bills money line, 75% of bets on the Bills minus 3.5, 71% on the Commanders money line, and 53% of bets on Commanders minus 5.5. This is why we fade the public. Sean, you want me? Oh, Sean, I have to go look now and find your ticket. Let's see. Sean had a nice winner yesterday. I didn't make it into a fancy graphic, but I will upload it. Everyone say, good job, Sean. Good job, Sean. 7-1, Falcons Bears straight up. Sean hit that. Good job, Sean. Everyone give him his kudos. He needs it sometimes for whatever reason. Sean feels validated by this group chat. But I'm very happy for you because we all need our wins, and Sean has none because his Lions have sucked and his Tigers are out. So we all need to get our wins where we can. The Bills certainly can't because look at this. The Bills. Pickett posted this. Everybody thought the Bills were winning tonight. Negative $1.1 million lost on Bills money line against the Falcons. 21K. That's lost. That is crazy. Favorites have been losing. So look at this. The favorites have lost outright in 6 of the last 7 NFL primetime games. Rams lost. Bills lost. Chiefs lost. Eagles lost. Chiefs won. Of course, they're the one team that freaking won. Bills and Commanders. So all those favorites in prime time have been losing this year. It's kind of crazy. And speaking of Patrick Mahomes, what about this? Mahomes' odds to win NFL MVP went from 7-1 at open to plus 450 last week, and now he's your favorite at 2-1. But you know what that tells me? That there's value in the MVP market because I don't see a world where Patrick Mahomes wins that MVP. Everyone's struggling right now. I don't see a world where that Chiefs team is good enough. I know that they're going to get back Rashee Rice from his suspension, but come on. the Chiefs aren't the best team in the AFC. Someone else is going to come back and look real good. So, NFL MVP right now, your favorite, of course, it's freaking Patrick Mahomes. But this one's crazy. Giants quarterback Jackson Dart, offensive rookie of the year odds was 25-1, then plus 650, and now minus 135. That's kind of nuts. Here's the thing. If the Giants maintain this pace and Jackson Dart gets the Giants to win some games, sure. But do we really believe the Giants could be this consistent once there's more tape on Jackson Dart? I mean, they lost their best weapon in Malik Neighbors, their wide receiver. Baker Mayfield. I know a lot of people were talking about that too. The problem is if you're into value, it's kind of gone. Like Baker Mayfield's value is pretty much gone now. Scadaboo, offensive rookie of the year. I actually saw Jonathan Taylor's odds went crazy in his favor too. Offensive rookie MVP. That could work because he's their best offensive weapon for sure. So I could see that happening. Offensive rookie going to the running back. But when it comes to Jackson Dart, sure, if they do well, it's easy for a quarterback to win the award. But yesterday, we did do well in Monday Night Football for the most part. The biggest loser that we had actually lost us the SGP with our guy, Jared Block, because the running back, Bill, of the Washington Commanders fumbled a freaking football on what would have been the last drive of the game for the Commanders. That was our loser. I'm pissed. I lost money on that over as well. I bet the over 68.5 rushing yards. He ends up with 58 because they can't keep the ball in their freaking hands. But at least we hit Zach Ertz over 3.5 receptions at plus 105. At least it doesn't matter if it was his fault or not. Bill lost the prop. Bill lost the prop. So we lose because Bill lost the prop. Fumbled it. Fumbled the prop in the rain, whatever. Zach Ertz cashed the over. Jaden Daniels also cashed his over 1.5 passing touchdowns around plus 120. Plus 120 was pretty good odds. I said, I asked Mid-Major Matt, I said, were you a little concerned at all that was plus 120? Because I know that the receivers were out for Washington and banged up. And he was like, there should be points. We took the over plus 1.5. Over 1.5 passing touchdowns for plus 120. Jaden Daniels went over that last night, so that was great. And in the first game, we hit the Josh Allen under on the passing yards. It was 230.5. He went under 200 yesterday. We also hit the under 20.5 completions for Michael Penix Jr. He had 20, so that was good. The loss we had was Bijan. Bijan Robinson had a monster game, which I figured he would on the ground, but he certainly did not have a great game. I didn't think he was going to have a great game in the air, and he definitely did. I'm hoping our next guests are coming on soon. I don't see them popped up yet, but once they do, I could show you guys this video. Let me see if they're coming on. Did you guys get the link? Okay, we'll see. Cook under 13.5 receiving yards. Okay, so that cashed. Lost my other SGP, Jaden over 1.5 passing TD, Ertz over catch. Sorry to hear it. I feel like yesterday wasn't too bad, though. It wasn't too bad. Okay, the boys are signing in now. So while they're signing in, here's what happened. So my agent, his name's JJ. My agent, JJ, texted me before the Yankees-Red Sox wildcard game and said, these guys who I represent, they're called the Boys of 98, Matt and Christian. They're going to the game. They're Blue Jays fans. They're from Canada. So again, I hope Mark is joining because he's going to love this. They're from Canada. They're going to the Yankees-Red Sox game because their whole thing on YouTube is that they go to the greatest games of the week, the greatest rivalries of the week. And they just get to travel around, going to all these awesome sporting events, living the dream that if you guys are all watching this right now, I know that at some point in time, probably all of you, except Shawn Michael, will probably say that he didn't. But come on, we all dreamed of working in sports at some point. These guys are living the dream. So I'm going to play you guys the video because what happened was they decided it was going to be a good idea to bet the Yankees before this game. It was game 1 when the Yankees lost to the Red Sox. And My agent told me, don't tail them. They suck at betting. And I was like, come on, like, don't bet my team. And nonetheless, they came in a Blue Jays jersey to the Yankees-Red Sox game. So now I'm extra pissed that my agent's setting me up to meet these guys, and they're betting the Yankees when I'm told that they're mushes. So I said, I'm going to come back to Billy's after the game and meet you here. If the Yankees lose and you mushed them, I get to slap you in the face. So here's what went down after.
Scouting.
Not the problem.
I don't want to say.
The Yankees, and apparently, according to my agent, he is a horrible gambler. So I said,
Maybe. Damn it.
We're doing that.
Yeah, bases loaded, no help. That's all I'm saying.
he's wearing a freaking Blue Jays shirt.
Now the worst part is that it's an Arizona State hat, and there's still further proof that there's no success there.
No, I'm just saying it's a fun school. Good team. First place in the AL team.
By a time.
All I'm saying. All right, so you're gonna.
I really don't understand the
You know what? You didn't go your full out, but I appreciate you. You know what? That was baby. It's okay. You know what? Tomorrow, I'll bet the Yankees again. I'll do it again. We'll be in this game.
Okay, I know that you're going to say that was a little bitch, and I admit it. I'm going to bring the boys on now. The boys of 98, Matt and Christian joining the show. What's up, guys? I know that was a horrible slap, and I have regretted it ever since that it could have been better.
Yeah, hasn't been the first time I've been slapped in the face. Actually, when we were at Iowa State, it was like a hurricane shot, and they like sprayed water in my face, and she got me pretty good. So I was expecting worse, I'm not gonna lie, but Yankees fan, right? It can't be too hard.
I mean, I guess I just met you, so the personal
right.
vendetta couldn't have been that horrific. Like, you didn't cheat on me or anything.
Yeah.
So then I probably would have like just killed you, instead of slap. That's less painful. Okay, make sure to tell the crowd who's who.
I'm Matt.
I'm Chet.
Okay. And wait, what's your nickname?
My name's Christian, but like everyone in the content world calls me Chip.
Okay, Chip.
Yeah.
So these are the boys of 98, guys. And I think it's crazy because you guys just get to travel around and go to games and live your best life. How the hell does that get started with two, I guess, good friends?
You want to
Get it going, dude.
So we actually started this while we were in school, Canadian. So I'm not sure how many Canadians are watching right now, but it was a school called University of Waterloo. It's like 2.5 hours from Toronto. Started making super cringy TikToks just in our apartment during the whole boom of TikTok in like 2019, 2020. Got serious, I guess, once COVID hit. We started posting content more in like that sports college lifestyle, kind of like Barstool-ish kind of content, and then made our way to YouTube. And our big kind of growth was the series Buzzing Across America on our YouTube channel, where we went to 60 of the top Division I schools in the country, and we ranked the party life. So everything from college football, basketball tailgates, the Greek life, and then the nightlife scene at the end of every video. It was like a 20-minute.
How do you afford all of this? So you just like trust fund kids?
No, it was sponsors.
No.
It was a lot of sponsorships. The great people at our old sportsbook, Bet Online, and then a couple alcohol brands as well helped funded the trip. It was fantastic, and multiple tours, right? So we ended up doing a few seasons of that, but it was super, super good video. So instead of like Portnoy ranking pizzas, we were ranking colleges based on the partying, and that was really what took off, but on all platforms. Yeah.
Who was number one?
University of Alabama, always will be. I think Tuscaloosa is just a fantastic place. If anyone has ever been wanting to go to a college football game, that is definitely where you got to go.
So you were ranking them based on like football tailgating party schools, or was this year round?
No, three things. We were rating them based off of, we did do it year round.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to do the main football schools during football season.
Yeah.
But we were also driving everywhere. So we had to also make sure that like the schedule of driving made sense. And we were going, cross country every single week. So that was tough. Sometimes good games didn't line up. Sometimes great games did line up. but we were rating it based off of bar life, Greek life, and athletics. So during the football season, we obviously went to football games every Saturday. During the spring, we tried to go to basketball games. And then there was sometimes, actually, I think only one time, maybe season 4, when we went to some schools and there was no sports happening.
Yeah.
And just strictly rated it off of their parties.
Yeah.
You mean
But
like
that was
whenever
like
I went to Penn
the
State
joy.
and Syracuse and they got suspended from everything until my senior year? Yeah, that was fun.
When was that?
I went to Penn State right after Sandusky, so we were suspended from bowl games my freshman, sophomore year. Then I left Penn State for Syracuse, and that's when Syracuse got caught with their fake academic classes with Jim Boeheim. So they were suspended from March Madness my junior year. So I got rewarded, though, my senior year because we went to the Final Four.
Oh, okay. So you had a good run. At least you had something to look forward to in college. You had one good run.
Yeah, and when I went to Syracuse, people like you graded Syracuse the #1 party school, so they decided to shut down the parties because they didn't want that reputation. But you know what? It's an honor. It's an honor and a privilege.
Yeah. We definitely got some. To be honest, we didn't get much backlash when going. I thought there'd be more, but there was one time Washington State when we pulled up.
Yeah.
Chip made a story saying he was going to burn the city down, and then there was an email that was sent out to the entire student body saying that the boys of 98 were in town, and if anyone is caught doing anything on camera or off camera, the PD will be involved. So that was a sick intro to the start of that video, to be honest, using that email.
What ended up happening?
Nothing. We just went about our weekend.
Yeah, but we also screwed, and it wasn't that bad of an Instagram story. Like, we got in on the Sunday. We usually would get there, like, be there Sunday to Sunday for every score, like Sunday to Monday. And I just posted like a typical story on the Boys 98 to like let people know this is like our next stop on tour. And it was the location, Pullman, Washington, and just a little text being like ready to burn down the city, but like a joke, right? Like, we're not going to burn anything down, but I guess the police somehow got in contact with the story and thought and just got on
the
radar.
frat party got shut down.
Yeah, we couldn't film the frat. It didn't get shut down, but we weren't allowed to film the frat party, which really screwed us because then the whole Nationals got involved with the Greek life, and they were like, no one can be affiliated. So we kind of got screwed with the actual video, but the intro was sick. Really cool intro.
Hey, good publicity, bad publicity. It's all kind of publicity. Even you have to have thick skin, though. I would probably, if the school came out against me, would have said I'm not going. I don't think I could take it.
We were already there, and
yeah,
they didn't like physically come at us. It was sent to like the student body, which was honestly free promo for our video that next Thursday.
How did you even get into some of these parties, these games? Because some of them are really hard to get into, especially if you didn't, quote unquote, know people.
Mainly, a lot of the time, student section, like frats would help out with tickets. We would have to buy some tickets, like LSU Bama when they went to double overtime. Jaden Daniels quarterback, like we bought those tickets, and we only bought 3 tickets instead of 6, which is how many we had in our group, just so that we can go into the game. But luckily, Fred's is there, so they had just as good of a time at Fred's. So yeah, most of the time though, it wasn't too hard. Like, only the really big game days, because sometimes we'd be at like a game that's like a noon game between Ohio State and Ohio, so it's not necessarily the best game.
They want to know in the chat, how was 98 determined?
We were born in 1998.
Yeah, it's not
As
really.
I figured. I wasn't going to jump the gun.
Yeah, not a overcomplicated thing. Some people don't even get it. And I feel like it kind of makes sense, but we get the question sometimes. I'm like, dude, it's just the year we were born.
You guys have been able to branch out now from going just that college route to now you go to all these major sporting events. What's the coolest event you guys have been to?
Oh, that's a really good question. And we've done a lot. We've done Final Four, Frozen Four, F1.
March Madness.
That's a good question. Coolest sporting event?
I think the coolest game for me was definitely that LSU Alabama double overtime. Storm the field after they won.
Yeah.
Any storm the field, I think, makes it the best game day.
Were you guys one of the catalysts for it? We were sitting there at the edge of your seats waiting to just jump.
We actually
Funny story on that one. Usually we're not, because you have to be front row for that. But Minnesota against Wisconsin?
And Nebraska?
Minnesota, Nebraska 2023.
Yeah.
First
Week
game
one.
of the year, week 1. It came down to a field goal at the end of the game to walk it off. And they're not two great teams, so we were kind of like hesitant on storming. But it was week 1, and it was about to be a walk-off field goal. And we were front row of the student section.
Yes.
So we wanted to start it. And we got everyone around us to also agree to jump on with us. And it was a pretty high jump, and there was security underneath. But if you gather enough fans, like they're not stopping 100 students. And then once that happens, the whole stadium's gone. So we were like, yo, we'll start it. This is week 1. It's going to be a banger. This is like season 4. Worst case that happens is like, we honestly didn't know the worst case, but hopefully we just get kicked out and we're gone anyway the next week. We're not students there.
There was never a fear about like an NCAA like suspension.
In the moment you're thinking content, like to respect, like in the moment we're also a couple drinks deep. We're not drunk. Like we're like a solid buzz. We can do anything. You know, it's like, yo, let's just do it. It's kind of like we're on a high. Let's just go.
So yeah, Chip is also in a full white overall fit.
Yeah.
He jumps on. I jump on. Our videographer jumps on. And I look up and I'm like, no one else is coming.
Nobody.
We're like, you can't bail because the wall's like 10 feet high.
Yeah.
Chip's already grabbed by a security guard.
Immediately caught.
I'm just standing there and I have a Minnesota gear on, so I don't necessarily.
That's also height discrimination. I'm just.
I agree. I completely agree.
I don't necessarily stand out, so I'm still like not caught. And then when our videographer jumps on and no one else comes, we're like, shit, like there's nothing we can do. Like I'm not going to run on the field because now I'm not only I know I'm getting in trouble, but I don't want to get like in that much trouble.
Yeah.
So we all get taken off, walked down the tunnel. We have some girl in our ear that must be like the student or like the security head or whatever, and is like, send these guys to jail. They're never coming back. Get the police. And we're like, yo, relax. Like we didn't cause any havoc other than jumping on the field. We also went with the fact that we were pushed on because it was getting a little heavy down on the first row. So we're like, yo, we were pushed. We were just like bending over a little too much. Our feet were over, but we didn't have plans on going. And someone pushed us. So we went that whole route. We got sent to like the bin, which was under the stadium, guarded by actual police. Then they were pretty chill and we're like, hey guys, don't do it again. You're all
right, we're out.
Yeah. And we're like,
never coming back.
Yeah. They're also like they're having some fun with us. Like we're Canadian, so they're like, yeah, you don't go here, so we're not gonna like ban you from the stadium. Yeah.
There's bigger problems going on, man. You don't got to worry about like a guy in a paint, like a full-on white overalls. Like, dude, just let us go, man. We're not here to cause problems.
I just find it so amazing because as people watch, I've just started the Prop Queen this year. And it's really hard to start something. It's hard to start a business. It's hard to get people to back you when starting something. What was that turning point, I guess? I know that you said the college tour, but you had sponsors to help you along the way doing that. So what was that point where you were able to get people to believe in you guys? And now you guys have almost combined, you have over millions of followers all across socials.
Like brands to back us or
what did you guys do? How'd you get people to find you? Just because, again, Boys of 98, half this chat is over 40 years old. So people are very used to the old fashioned way of things, whereas you guys are so young and you've built something so big.
Damn, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I think we have first it comes to content.
Yeah.
I think just making entertaining content, you'll be able to grow like your followers, and being relatable and kind of like just doing stuff that you like versus trying to like find a niche that's not natural to you. That I saw 40 how rude in the comments. I was waiting for those comments to come in. But I think that is first and foremost how you kind of grow. And there's been times where we've gone like up and down in views and like what's worked and what's not worked.
Yeah.
I think the brand perspective, we just did a lot of outreach and trying to like pitch our vision, what we're planning to do, how they'll kind of benefit from it as well. We didn't have like an agent until recently. So that was just like all LinkedIn. trying to like use our network
Yeah.
to pitch. So that was a lot more time consuming than people usually expect to like actually make it happen. But yeah.
Yeah. And I think we just also had like, we definitely had the vision. I think we knew it was a gamble, right? Like that first tour in fall 2021, like we're pitching to brands like high ticket sponsorships here, like trusting 6 dudes in their like early 20s that they're going to go on this tour and have really good content. Like we didn't have any proof of concept. That was the hardest thing. Like we were doing like well in short form and our YouTube videos, but they were like completely separate to what we actually made. Like the videos we made on that tour, like could be like a Netflix show style video. They were really edited well. And we truly believe that, but it was definitely tough to get like that first sponsor on board. Like once that was there, we're like, yo, we're going to do it. And then the videos all did well that fall. Like all of them did well. Then it was like great proof of concept. Videos are doing well. We had sponsors, like we can work with this. And we ran with it for another few seasons until we had all the major schools, but the videos came down to really good content and it was just electric.
I think it's amazing. And I know the chat's blowing me up right now. Guys, you all complain in the chat as if you're 80. So you're lucky that I said 40 and you can't come up here and say, hold on, who was it?
Ron Michael
Jamie laughing, born in 98 with laughing faces. You can't say that and then be mad when I tell you you're all over 40. I didn't laugh that they're born in 98. You did. Okay.
That's so fair. That's so fair.
Imagine
okay, the rest of you, 30 and up. Sorry, I offended them all. 30 and up. They're 30 and up. Yes, I'm older than you guys. Fine. But you all think I'm 12. Anyway, this is what I do with the chat all the time. So
what
now you guys
on the Golden Bachelorette comment.
Oh, was that Sean? Yes. Sean's a Lions and a Tigers fan. He is a miserable human being right now.
That's tough.
Shit.
Never happy.
Just getting
he's here every day and he's never happy. Like, look at the whole chat. What up, Queen? Hi, Jose. It's all the same people every day. It's great. But people are losers in this chat sometimes when it comes to their teams, their bets. Your Toronto Blue Jays, just like my Yankees so far, look like a bunch of losers. Don't get me wrong. You guys did murder us. And I'm really glad that might look like your World Series. Do you guys have any faith in your Toronto Blue Jays?
It's tough now because I think the city was definitely on a high. And listen, like we're also from the city of Toronto. Other than that Raptors chip in 2019, which was fantastic, we're not big basketball guys, diehard Leafs guys. And when the Jays are buzzing,
yeah, Shawn Michael, you can suck one.
And when the Jays are buzzing, it's good for the city. I think it's good for the culture, and like that's what we saw when we beat the Yanks. Yeah, it felt like a World Series because it's like, holy shit, it feels like 92, 93 right now. Like, they're going to go. And right now, the first 2 at home against the Mariners were just so depleting. But you know what I will say? I'm not going to count out hope. It's a got to win 4. And we're going back to Seattle. You know, we've been a gritty team all year. And I think this team's all heart. And I love a team with all heart. If the bats get going, watch out.
So you think that they're going to win game 3?
It's a must win. And I think we brought in Shane. I think is Bieber starting.
You betting it?
Pardon?
Are you going to bet it?
Am I going to bet it? I am going to not bet the game just because of my history with betting, especially when I bet on like the home team. I don't bet on my Leafs money line for a reason. It never works out well. I bet on the Yankees because it's not my team. We were there supporting them, but it's not my team. I'm not betting on the Jays here out because if I bet, bad things going to happen. We're going to kick our feet up and just let the boys play ball.
You guys going to any games in Seattle?
No. I mean, we should. They need us. We're undefeated currently in Yankee Stadium. They needed us. Only reason they won is because we walked into that stadium game 2 and 3. And then we won game 2, absolutely destroyed the Yankees. Vladdy with the grand slam while we were in the bar.
That was so cool.
I saw that video. That was awesome.
That was so cool. Yeah, that was a great moment. I was stunned. That was the best baseball game we've ever seen live. And I couldn't believe we were even there in the barn, but that was super sick watching that game live.
Has Rogers Center been fun until now?
It was fun after Vladdy said, the Yankees lose.
Yeah, it was. I would say, like, the Rogers Center has the new Corona bar, like, up top, which is definitely good for the younger crowd. It's like Jays games are kind of like a little party pregame spot now, but now that they're good, man, when we were there game 2 for the Yankees, I've never seen it more slammed, buzz in the air, like good vibes, just healthy for the city when one of the sports teams are just rocking. So
Yeah,
I mean,
usually Canadians would be scared to chirp Yankees fans, but we were given to them that
in the
game
ear,
in the Rogers
man.
Center.
If you were a Yankee,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you guys. I was willing to take all the heat from Jays fans because you guys deserve it this time around. I just can't, I hate it from Red Sox fans just because it's always been, we own you. No, we own you. It's like, we owned you for so many years. Shut up. You got us now. Like, that annoys me. You guys, I'll give it to you because you got over that hump. But now it's kind of like, oh, are you going to get swept?
Doesn't look good.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thing. It's like, I feel like this is similar to like the 2015, 16, 17 teams. Like even when they made the ALCS, lost to the Guardians, Indians that one year, and then the Royals in 2015, 16. Like it's almost like we found another team that had the bats at the right time. I'm hoping it's not a similar situation with the Mariners, but they got good pitchers. Their bullpen's better. Their closer's good. Like it's going to be definitely a tougher out. And our pen right now, especially with Schneider going to the mound like every inning, it's getting scary. And we need to steal 3. At the end of the day, they stole 1. We need to steal 3. So that's it.
Your Toronto Maple Leafs started out the season 1-2.
Yeah.
And you said to me at Yankee Stadium that you would literally like give your everything in life for a Stanley Cup. Yeah. More so than a World Series. And I feel like that's kind of when you jinx the Jays.
I would disagree. I mean, we won 3 of 4 against the Yankees after that.
Yeah, but this was like that's because the Yankees suck.
I'll say this. Like at the end of the day, like we're both hockey guys, like die hard. It's like, football, baseball, and this, it's like hockey's everything, especially if you're from Toronto. Like if you're from that greater Toronto area, you grew up on skates before you could walk almost. So it's like, if we saw the Leafs win the Stanley Cup, like I'm crying. Like I'm calling my mom, dad, brother, like in tears, crying. It's just like, it's everything, right? Like it would mean the world. And especially since it's like the longest major sports team that hasn't won a chip to date, like the city would actually burn.
Oh yeah.
Actually.
You think it would be worse than Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Philly just won a Super Bowl. For sure.
No, I meant when Philly like won their Super Bowl, people were dying. In the street.
I don't know about dying because we don't got like guns and shit here, but I think people would be ripping fireworks. Like it would be more of a celebration than like guns out.
Yeah, it would be just like, I don't know if they would know what to do. It would be small town Ontario, like the outskirts of Toronto, people coming to the city and like just enjoying what may not ever happen again. And it would be like,
we'd be partying all night, like till the morning.
I wouldn't sleep for 3 days.
That'd be like the best video of all time that comes out on our channel.
That's how it felt at Syracuse when we went to the Final Four. And that was the year after the Qs got suspended for their fake classes. We went to the Final Four in an improbable year. There was no way. We didn't think we'd beat Michigan State, and Michigan State ended up losing in that, I think, like first or second round of that tournament. Syracuse goes on to the Final Four, beating Virginia, and we partied till 7 a.m. Streets were packed. Cops didn't care. It's the best feeling when something like that happens, even though it was the Final Four. They didn't even win at all.
Yeah, we got a taste of it when the Raptors won.
Yeah.
True.
So that was fun, but Leafs would be 10 times better. Also, the chat's absolutely roasting the Leafs. Leafs will never win the Stanley Cup. Toronto doesn't riot.
You can go at them. I go at them.
Golf, Leafs, golf. Wow, Mike, that's original. Good job, buddy.
The thing, we've also never been on a live show before. This is actually really funny to like see chirps. You know what I mean? Like they're just coming in. This is like
some people turn it off, and I just thrive off it. Like there are days like today. We have the NLCS. There's not much else outside of the NLCS. A little bit of hockey, which I don't really do hockey, and the NBA starts next week. So slow days. I sit here and I read the chat. And someone, usually Sean, says something that pisses me off. We just go off for about 15 minutes. It's easy.
Have you ever brought Sean on the show?
No. We can't give Sean a voice. We can just words. What do they say? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me.
So true.
Fair.
So true. Yeah, everyone's saying
Austin Matthews might look great in LA, but McDavid's going to look great in a Leafs jersey. So when that happens and we win 3 back-to-back, Drake's gonna make another song. JB's gonna move back home. It's gonna be great.
I absolutely love this. See, you guys would do great on a live stream because I'm sure you would get so many people and you could just go at it. And people probably have a ton of questions too about travel, where they should go, what games to see. Any advice before I let you guys go of where people should travel to, like hot spots that people should definitely go see a game?
Like stadium, like specific
Different
games.
Yeah, you said Alabama, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Like, we're talking all sports now. I don't care what, like whatever it is. Tell people what's a must-do experience.
That was a good one.
LSU.
Yeah, Death Valley for a night game. Pencil that one in.
Ohio State, Michigan. If you like rivalries, probably the best one
for sure. That's a banger. If you're going NFL, I think you got to go to a game at Lambeau. I think Lambeau is really cool because it's like the stadium's in the middle of a random town, and there's just houses that border the parking lot and are partying and tailgating. It's the most college-like professional sports team I've ever seen. So I think if we're going like major leagues, Lambeau.
Philly was also a really fun time.
Awesome.
Probably one of the best tailgates in the NFL we've been to was Philly, just because they definitely know how to party. I don't know.
Philly beat Buffalo?
Will they?
Yeah, does Philly beat Buffalo in a tailgate?
Oh, no.
No.
Buffalo wins.
Yeah.
I forgot. Why did I forget about Buffalo?
Buffalo is a good one. I feel like Buffalo's now, over the past few years, it's now because they're good. It's like more shown on social media that like Buffalo's the shit. Buffalo's electric, but I would go during a cold game, like go on a winter snowstorm. Like you got to go to Buffalo, not when it's sunshine and rainbows. Like that's not when you're going to Buffalo.
Yeah.
You're going to Buffalo when the 49ers are in town and it's like negative outside. That's when you're going to Buffalo. That's a banger. You
have to do the real experience. That's why I don't believe in all these places creating domes, because I think that's just being a little bitch. But
it's just soft, right?
Yeah, it's so soft. That's the better way to put it. I just like to curse. What's the next trip for you guys?
Which one? Possibly Michigan State.
Yeah.
Coming up at the end of October.
LSU Bama.
LSU
Might be doing
Bama.
that one first week November, which would really fire me up because we haven't been back in a few years. So that one's definitely circled an asterisk.
Then there's also Bills Chiefs early November as well, which would be we went to Bills early this year against the Ravens. Great game. We might have to go back for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Well, that means I guess you were in house for that one. You know, I'm a Ravens fan too. So
right. Tough time to be a Ravens fan because we're also Steelers fans. I mean, it's a great time. It's a great time for the Steelers, even though like I'm not huge on the future of the team, but I'm just always happy to see Ravens fans suffering.
And on that note, we're gonna let the guys go. Where can they find all your stuff, the Boys of 98?
The Boys of 98.
Keep it easy.
Everywhere.
YouTube. Where else are you guys?
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok,
Twitter, Snapchat. We'll promo those. We're getting active on Twitter. We're trying to get a big on Twitter.
I tagged you on Twitter.
Did you?
Oh, I don't.
I think we just followed you back. I don't know how we like. Honestly, we don't really use Twitter.
We're getting into it. We're getting into the Twitter.
I actually see Mike is.
It's hard for the content world. Twitter's hard. Twitter's a lot more serious.
Oh.
Really? I thought our tweets have been very unserious.
No, not one serious tweet has come out of our account.
I'm saying for like building a following, I feel like Twitter is the hard one if you're like for video content. Like your video content stuff does so well on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And content creators will say to me, how'd you build your Twitter following? Because it's the only place that I actually have a massive following versus like all the others. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I've been tweeting since I was 10.
It's honestly pretty impressive. To have a Twitter following is kind of a flex. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel like YouTube's a flex, and that's what you guys have. So definitely follow all their stuff on all the socials at the Boys of 98. Guys, I kept you on way longer than I said, but you guys should definitely live stream because you're good at it.
All right, thank you.
Ariel, thanks for having us
on.
Go Jays, I guess.
Yes, go Blue Jays.
Go Blue Jays. Go Leafs. Go Steelers.
Yeah.
Not Steelers.
You're allowed to
See you guys. They're awesome. And guys, like, go check them out, the Boys of 98. It's really cool because they are living the dream. And I'm very envious of the fact that they've created a life for themselves, just traveling around the world and getting to do really cool things like that. So go check out all their videos. You guys know that my thing is all our prop bets. So let's talk some prop bets. in Major League Baseball for today. I'm going to tweet it out. And I'm just going to go through in the chat and just say, I didn't mean to offend anybody. We are all older than them, probably. In MLB playoffs coming up now. We're all older than them, probably. So I was kind of joking about our ages, but we are old. We are all old in this chat. And even if we're not old, we act old because all we do in this chat is complain. I really just didn't want to affect you, Joseph Rodriguez. I didn't want to, because I have nothing against you. And I didn't have anything against Lewis. Pretty much, I didn't have anything against anyone in the chat. I didn't care if I offended Sean, though. Like, I didn't care about that. But everyone else, I hope I didn't offend you. Sean, you could be offended. 28. I don't even, you know what the crazy part is, guys? Chat, answer this. Do you guys believe Sean's 28? Does anyone in the chat believe that Sean is actually just 28 years old? Because I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Oh, there they are. Boys of 98. Thanks for having us on. Sean and Mike meet us in Steel City and we'll drop the mitts. Look at that, guys. See, I think that we should get the content. I think we should get the content. Mark doesn't believe that Sean's 28. EC Money says he's 6 years old. Oh my God, this is so damn funny. Everyone write in the chat how old you think Shawn Michael is. And we're going to talk some props for today. First, we've got the most bet on props of the day for the NLCS according to BetMGM. So let's get to propaganda. These are the most bet on props of the day, according to BetMGM. I'm dying from the chat right now. Freddie Peralta over 14.5 outs, minus 154. That sucks. I'm going to tell you why. Shohei Ohtani over a half a home run, plus 250. We'll bet him a different way. Yamamoto over outs, minus 145. Yamamoto over strikeouts, minus 135. And Jake Bauers over a half a hit at plus 110. So those are the most bet on props according to BetMGM today. The reason I said that sucks, oh my God. We're getting 90 years old for Sean, 40 plus, over under 42 for Sean. Considered it looks like a sunset in his photo, I'd say 90. Oh, we got 6. Mark's taking the under, 15. 48 from Joseph Rodriguez. Everyone's guessing Sean's age. Oh my God, this is fantastic. How about a Mookie Dinger parlayed with Dodgers money line 8-1? Mookie locked in. I hate home run props, but I've been way more into this market. So Shohei Ohtani over half a run. You're getting a really good price because he's been slumping and his numbers against Freddie Peralta are meh. So I just think from a standpoint of getting a number that we don't normally get on Ohtani to get a half a run, minus 115, this is great. Ohtani has also scored a run, at least one run, in 5 of 6 night games in Milwaukee against the righty dating back to last year. He's hitting .282 with 7 runs scored through 10 games at American Family Field. On the road at night overall this year against the righty, Ohtani cashed this 61% of the time. So I think for the price of minus 115, Ohtani to score a run tonight's a good price. Now, propaganda showed this Peralta over 14.5 outs at minus 154. Last I checked before the show started, you could get over 14.5 outs at Fanatics at minus 145. Most books are past minus 150 now, but if you could still grab the minus 145, Peralta's a really good pitcher at home. He has a 1.77 ERA in Milwaukee this year. He's got a pretty good track record against the Dodgers, 4-2, 3.29 ERA. The Brewers threw a bullpen game yesterday, so their bullpen is absolutely taxed. Peralta should go 5 against the Dodgers tonight. So 14.5, I think, is a good number. Oh my God. Yeah, so I know Mid-Major Matt liked the over 5.5 Ks for Peralta. I can't get there. The Dodgers haven't gone over that yet, but Matt did like the over 5.5 Ks. Sean, you don't hate me. Stop it. We were talking earlier today. We're good friends. You just have to, like, I don't know. People don't trust you if you don't have a real picture. That's the problem. You need to have a real picture, and then people will trust who you are. Look, Joseph Rodriguez, real picture. Jose, real picture. Mark, real picture. Jermaine, real picture. EC Money, I don't think, is that you, EC Money? I can't tell. EC Money has a picture. Like, people have a picture. Oh God, Sean DM me. I'm scared. Should I open this? Sean, that looks like AI. I don't think that's really you. I don't know, Sean. That looks like AI, buddy. Is that a real picture? Come on. Send me a selfie. Send me a selfie. I don't know, Sean. I don't trust you. That doesn't look like a person that would write in the chat in all caps. Anyone could post a picture. Oh God. I can't. I don't know. Okay. ALCS Game 3. If you want to look at headline, I did bet this. Sean, you haven't showed... Oh, my God. Okay, Sean's really mad. I don't mean for it to be mean, Sean. I don't mean for it to be mean. I think the whole chat agrees with me. But if that's what you think, if that's what you look like, then that's awesome. And that you're 28. That's great. ALCS Game 3. George Kirby under 4.5 strikeouts. So we've been betting this all year, right? The Toronto Blue Jays strikeouts. We take the unders against them. The Jays have not gone over. No one who has started against the Jays in the postseason has even hit 4 strikeouts. I know George Kirby's on full rest, but he hasn't really had good numbers strikeout-wise against teams with low K rates like the Jays do. When he faced St. Louis, he only had 2 against St. Louis, 3 against Milwaukee, 4 against Washington. And the Jays strike out less than any of those teams. So George Kirby under 4.5 Ks was minus 102, and I bet it this morning. So I would take the under on George Kirby. Oh, Sean, you don't hate me. Stop it. Stop it. Aw, thanks, Joseph Rodriguez. It's fine, Sean. It's okay. If you look like that, then that's awesome. That's great. And if you're 28, that's also awesome. I'm really happy for you. So that's all I got in Major League Baseball for right now. But I'll read you some stats that are important. And I'm not going to look at the chat for a minute because I'm just going to read through stats to know about the Dodgers and Brewers game tonight. Obviously, the Dodgers lead 1-0. Game starts a little after 8. Yoshinobu Yamamoto versus Freddie Peralta. I said this yesterday, and I'm saying it again. Excluding 2020, 25 of the 28 teams who won the first 2 games of a best-of-7 series on the road have gone on to win the series. So that's 89% of the time. So if the Dodgers win today on the road in in Milwaukee, then that puts them in the same position as Seattle, who's now going to get to go back home. The Dodgers have won 16 of their last 20 postseason games, dating back to Game 4 of the 2024 NLDS. They're 8-0 in games decided by 2 runs or fewer in that span. Freddie Peralta, he went 1-1 in the LDS against the Cubs, allowing 5 runs and 3 homers in 9 2/3 combined innings. It's also worth noting that he allowed 2 runs on 2 solo shots in that home game in Game 1 against Chicago. So it's just like one bad pitch of those 2 at-bats. It wasn't like he got into all these jams. Peralta owns a 1.77 ERA at home this year, 3.71 on the road, so it is a big difference. Peralta's won each of his 2 starts against the Dodgers this season, owning a 3.27 ERA. He's 4-2 with a 3.29 ERA and 8 career starts against LA. 4 of the 5 runs that Peralta allowed this postseason were in the first inning. Good thing for Peralta. The Dodgers have scored 1 run in the first inning this postseason, and that was a home run by Ohtani in the wildcard opener. As for Yamamoto, he's coming off his first postseason loss, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits, 4 innings against the Phillies. Prior, Yamamoto was 3-0 with a 2.84 ERA and 5 playoff starts. His last outing against Milwaukee was in Milwaukee, and Yamamoto on July 7th. It was actually the shortest outing of his career. Allowed 5 runs, 3 earned, retiring just 2 of the 9 batters that he faced. Ohtani, he's 3 for 9 with 2 homers and 2 walks and 12 plate appearances against Peralta. He's just 1 for 20 so far with 1 ribby and 9 strikeouts in his last 5 playoff games. LA, they have just 4 hits in their last 33 at-bats, hitting 121 with runners in scoring position, dating back to Game 2 of the NLDS. So I do really like Ohtani to score a run tonight. I do like Peralta to go over his outs tonight. do I think Milwaukee can win this game? I know that my friend John Murray over at the Westgate actually says that they don't want Milwaukee to win, like the series. When it comes to tonight, you're getting it at even money. I think there's some value there at even money on Peralta at home. The only problem is the Brewers are taxed. So maybe you get first 5 there. Maybe Brewers first 5 money line. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, right? If we got 2 different series with the road team going up 2-0, that'd be kind of crazy. I'm just like thinking like the laws of baseball. And we've got an ace on the mound tonight in Milwaukee who pitches very well there. The Brewers bullpen has been the best in baseball. Like, I don't trust the Dodgers pen. And they used their best bullpen arms to secure that dub yesterday after Blake Snell's outing, which, by the way, Blake Snell shouldn't have been pulled. Shouldn't have been pulled. Why do we keep pulling the freaking aces? Why do we do this? Why are we pulling guys at 100 pitches? It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Blake Snell should have at least started the 9th inning. And the fact that the Dodgers ended up using, like 2 or 3 other arms after that, when you literally got 8 solid, 1-hit, scoreless innings out of your pitcher. And now you end up using like 3 different pitchers after that to finish the 9th. Just absurd. It's too much. You could have let Snell go 115. It pisses me off. It really pisses me off. I said it on social media yesterday. The Yankees lost when they pulled Max Fried. The Tigers lost when they pulled Skubal. The Dodgers almost lost last night when they pulled Blake Snell. Almost, I know. I was talking in that same video about the LSU Tigers and how they kept Cade Anderson in the game for 130 pitches. And that was game 1 of the College World Series. And guess what? He ended up winning the game for LSU because they kept him in the game and they trusted him. Yamamoto under outs. I hate betting anything Yamamoto. And every time I bet Yamamoto, I lose. So I didn't even go near it. He does better on the road, I'll tell you that. I was looking at props.cash earlier, and Yamamoto has gone over. Here, I could show you guys on props.cash. And by the way, remember, you could subscribe to props.cash still, and you can use promo code PropQueen, and you get 50% off of the first month. So let me just tweet out that we're using props.cash. Now I have this picture of Sean on my DMs that's popping up. Let's do using props.cash to find MLB playoff props now. I just like to give them some credit. But yeah, use props.cash and you can find all this information using promo code PropQueen. And you get 50% off the first month. So it's like $9. So let's go to Yamamoto, and I'll tell you guys why I was discouraged from his outs under. Because obviously, if I like the Brewers today, you would think that I should think they hate Yamamoto. So in 2025, on the road, look at all that green of overs for Yamamoto. He went over in 72% of road games this year, averaging 17.5 outs a game. An outs prop of 16.5. So naturally, I wanted to kind of go to the under. But look at all those overs. And it's really difficult to say to take the over. He had that one bad outing in Milwaukee. Does he avenge that tonight? Does he just suck in Milwaukee? But I couldn't do it with all that green. And I know that it's a playoff game, but they have a 1-game lead right now. Their bullpen stinks. If the Dodgers had a better bullpen, I would say, sure. But they don't. So Dave Roberts is going to try their best to leave him in. Righties this year, 38% went over. So that's the only thing you have because the Brewers are a great lineup. But I don't know if I could fade Yamamoto. You can. I think I might be betting the Brewers tonight. Lots of overs. Can you limit it to playoff? Like you said, 1 bad inning. I tried. Here, playoffs. So that's 2024 so far. 2025. Okay. 2024 playoffs for Yamamoto. 3 of 4 went under last year for Yamamoto in the playoffs. The one that he went over was at home against the Yankees in the World Series. He went under on the road against the Mets and under in both those games against the Padres. So that is intriguing. But remember, last year, Dave Roberts had a quick leash. He really was like, last year, Dave Roberts. But this year, with that bad bullpen, I don't know. I agree the bat should come through tonight. I would take under or nothing on Yamamoto. I can't take his over against these Brewers bats at home. Granted, the Brewers do play better on the road, but I like the Brewers tonight. So I would say Yamamoto under or nothing for me. Yeah, that double play last night was absolutely insane. I watched it like 10 times this morning on MLB Network. Sal Frelick's face was priceless, by the way. Priceless after that. If there's anything else you guys want to know, we've got like 3 minutes left, so I could pull up some more stuff on props.cash if you want for anybody else. But just a reminder that tonight I'm going to bet these two, Peralta over outs, Ohtani over a half a run, and then I'll probably also take the Brewers on the money line like a schmuck. But I'm going to do it because I have an ace as a slight home dog. You still don't get what? What don't you get? What don't you get, Mark? I don't know what you understand. NHL tickets bets. What? Dodgers at home. Dodgers aren't home. They're on the road. What are you asking? Oh, you don't understand the force at home. So as soon as a player touches the ball, batters can advance or runners can advance. That's the rule. As soon as a player touches the ball, runners advance. That's the rule. So that's the force at home. Does that make sense? And it was funny because apparently Dave Roberts said that they talk about this all the time in meetings. And I was watching MLB Network's MLB Central this morning, and Mark DeRosa was like, yeah, those are the meetings that the players stop paying attention. I thought it was really funny because it's true. Like, no one cares about the rules meeting until the rules meeting comes into effect. Wasn't it bases loaded? And the ball hit the wall. So, and everyone was advancing, so we had to get back. I'm confused what you mean. I think it was... Okay. Do you have a number of tickets on any of the NHL games? Yes, I do, actually. Let me pull that up for you. I could pull up the DraftKings numbers for you. Let's get to DraftKings bet slips. NHL. So annoying. Okay. NHL. I'll share the screen with you too. Share screen. Oh, wait. I can only share the screen in Chrome. 1 second. Switching web browsers. Okay. Ticket count. DraftKings. I don't know which games you want in particular, so we'll just go through it. So you're getting 82% of bets, 75% of handle is on Toronto Maple Leafs money line. You've got 63% of handle, 65% of bets on Edmonton tonight. Fading the Rangers. I don't know if you want totals. Do you want anyone in particular? Let me see. J-Main. Anyone else? Like, who do you want, J-Main? Do you want totals? Do you want ticket count on money lines? And Lewis is just clarifying. Once it hit off the glove and the wall, it's just a hit off the wall. Live ball for advance. Force was due, so bases loaded and hit around first. Correct. There you go. I said bases were loaded. And once a player touches the ball, everyone can advance. Just the highest. I still like that. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wrong thing. Just the highest I still like for that ticket count. High on the Leafs. Shaking my head. Okay. So, yeah, ticket count high on the Leafs. High on Edmonton. High on Canadians. They've got the ticket count. Capitals. Public's on them. Golden Knights. Damn. 87% of handle. 82% of bets on the Golden Knights. Dallas Stars, 87% of handle, 87% of bets. Hurricanes getting 77% of handle and 91% of bets. And then the Penguins, 63% of handle, 57% of bets. And then we're on to tomorrow. So I hope that helps you in some capacity, Lewis Creech. So great. Those are the public sides tonight in the NHL. I can get some NHL guests on. I'll ask, let's see, tomorrow we're going to have Coach on to talk NBA futures. NHL, let me look at the schedule and see the busy games in the NHL. So not as many. So maybe Thursday I'll bring on an NHL guest for the big slate on Thursday. So tomorrow we'll talk an NBA futures with Coach. Maybe I'll get someone else to come on and talk something else. I'll figure that out. Thursday, I will ask one of our, like Troy Perlowitz from NHL. I'll ask him to come on and talk hockey. And then we'll also bring someone on to talk Thursday Night Football. And then Friday will, of course, be Mid-Major Matt. And Friday will also probably be Taylor Bick from SixScore.com, Dr. Child's website, where we talk injuries and all that stuff. That's the rest of the week. I'm going to dinner. I'm actually going to dinner with LG Red from MLB Network. So that's a fun little reunion from Off Base. From anybody who watched Off Base on MLB Network, we're going to see each other tonight for dinner, and then I'll watch the baseball game. Good luck to all of your bets tonight. I will see you all tomorrow here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on the Prep Queen Pod.